Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inappropriate Movie Database, the comedy game show about content warnings. I'm your host, Nick Martucci. I'm thrilled that you're watching either right now, live, or sometime in the future after I've, mysteriously disappeared. I'm just happy people are still searching for me. Welcome to the show.
How the fuck do you know my plans?
First off, if you are not a member of the Facebook group, you should go join that right now. If you search Inappropriate Movie Database or click the link in the description of this video, that's where you get all the information about this show, including how to be on it. I think December might actually finally be full, but I will start booking for January in a couple of weeks, as well as an upcoming date to be determined all mini game episode where I can test out some mini games for the upcoming new year, trying to shake things up a little bit. And if you're not on Facebook, find us on Twitter and Instagram at IMDb Game. Tonight on the show, we're doing movies that have pronouns in their titles. Everybody's favorite part of speech. No controversy, is just words that nobody gets angry about. Nothing that the worst people can't make the same two jokes about. Pronouns in the title. There's not really much that I can add to that, so let's just add in these wonderful people. Joining me on the show tonight are Josh Poirier, Marty Viscosi, Sammie James, and Wayne Mastin. Hello, everybody.
Hey, Nick, how you doing?
Hey, let's start off with returning champion. They're at 2 right now. This could be 3 for tonight. Marty Viscosi back on the show. Hello, Marty.
Don't do this to me, Nick.
I know. I have a tendency to jinx people every time I do something like that, but it's fun, right?
I didn't say this beforehand, but I actually have a Holy Spirit candle on my table right now. Unconnected, but I'm hoping a little bit.
Amazing. Well, Marty, you've done the show a million times. You know what I'm going to say. Is there a movie you really like or want to recommend to people that has any pronoun in the title? What a dumb question.
I have literally been thinking about this all day.
Uh-huh.
And I just keep thinking about one that I don't recommend because I hated it when I saw it. But can I not recommend one?
Yeah, let's do an anti-recommendation.
They/Them was one of the most disappointing movies I have ever seen in my life. I had extremely high expectations, and it was so bad. I hated every single moment of it. It did have me listening to a Pink song from 2010 on repeat for the next few days. I will give it that. But I hated that movie so much. I was so disappointed. As a sometimes disappointing they/them myself, I found it quite disappointing.
I haven't heard a good thing about it, so I haven't watched it, and probably won't.
You gave me shit for my letterbox being all 5 stars and 1 stars, but I'm pretty sure I gave that one 2 stars.
Oh, well, fuck me then.
Yeah.
Well, Marty, welcome back to the show. Also returning to the show, I think it's back and forth between the two Joshes. I don't know who's in the lead right now with most appearances, but this is the one on tonight's show. Josh Poirier's back. Hey, Josh.
What's up, Nick? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Just loving Lucky Charms.
Yeah, they're magically delicious.
They are.
Well, Josh, do you have a recommendation or an anti-recommendation for us?
I have the biggest recommendation of all movies.
I think I know what it is.
They Live.
They Live.
John Carpenter classic.
I think you might have sniped Sammie, but They Live.
Although what's interesting, I watched it again recently, and some of the quiet stuff, like some of the stuff where nothing's happening, did not age well.
It feels its length sometimes.
Yeah, it does, but that fight sequence is it's the best fight sequence in the history of film. Mm-hmm. I mean, because it's so goddamn real. And Roddy Piper's saying one of the best lines in the history of film too. Came here to kick ass and chew gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum. which is one of the best lines in a film ever. But
perfect delivery. You delivered it almost as good as he did.
I know I did. Well, he's not the actor that I am.
You know what his best acting role is?
Was it Return to Frogtown?
No. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
he
that
is
was excellent.
magical in.
He is. I'll give him that. I mean, rest in peace, Roddy, because I loved you as a wrestler. I loved you as an actor.
Excellent choice.
Thanks.
Also returning to the show tonight for, I believe, again, her millionth time on this show. Always a thrill. Sammie James is back. Hey, Sammie.
I saw
Yeah,
that.
I saw you see it.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
It's going okay. How are you?
I'm still alive.
I'm glad for that.
Yeah.
Well, Sammie, questions to you now. Did Josh take yours, or do you have more?
I mean, that was definitely one of them. And you know what I'm gonna say? Because I completely forgot what the theme was until I got here. Okay, so like I am just, but I was already thinking about this and thinking like, you know what? I kind of want to watch that old It miniseries again. I'm just gonna say that, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, excellent choice. I've not sat down for the whole thing. I feel like I missed like the time to watch it. Like I didn't grow up with it at all.
Always the time to watch it.
What's interesting
I have seen the new one. I have not seen the new sequel. I'm just real behind on it.
It does hold up better than the Stand miniseries.
Right.
That did not hold up well.
Well, perfect. Only pronoun. Well, finally, last but not least, welcoming back to the show for his second appearance. I think currently you hold the record for the longest time in between appearances. Not seen since episode 13. This is episode 142. We finally got him back on the show. Wayne Mastin, welcome back.
Wayne.
Thanks, Nick. I got a couple things to say. First, in response to Marty, she may have a Holy Spirit candle, but I've got a St. Jude medal because this is definitely a lost cause of me trying to win this.
St. Jude.
I tried very hard to decide between the Holy Spirit candle and the St. Jude candle. You know what? Well, you do your thing.
Oh, this is going to be the most religious episode, as the pronouns tend to bring out.
And to Josh, I would just like to say that no one could carry off a kilt like Rowdy Rodney Piper. Without doubt, the most awesome kilt-wearing wrestler I have ever seen.
Rodney Piper's my favorite kilt wrestler.
And like Sammie, I'm into one-word titles, so my favorite pronoun, not them, they, but just them.
Exclamation
the James
point.
Arness classic, long before he was ever Matt Dillon, fighting crime in the streets of Dodge City, fighting giant insects in the stands and caves of deserts in Arizona.
I'm so happy you brought that one up, Wayne.
Really great film.
Them! Exclamation point.
Every time I see that title come up on a streaming site or something like that, I'm like, it's gonna be that great movie with the ants, and it never is. It's
it's always that weird one from what is that? The 90s, early 2000s,
early 2000s. And I'm like, I don't want to watch this. I want to watch giant ants. When do the giant ants come in? Because this movie's
there's also like a really disturbing French horror movie called that.
Yeah, that's the other one. That's the other one. It's the other one that I fall into sometimes. And I'm like, okay, no, that's not giant ants. That's a French guy.
That's a giant
That's
trauma. I
French
need to talk to
crazy.
my therapist about is what that movie is.
Well, excellent choices all around. Welcome back to all of you. You all know how the game works. Wayne, you might need a refresher. So for you and for anybody else new watching, here's what's going to happen tonight. I have gone to IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, and I have pulled just about every movie I could find with a pronoun in it that could work for this game. I have pulled parental warnings. These warnings are not written by me. I don't know who they're written by. These anonymous weirdos have so much time, but who has more time? The people who write these or the person who digs through thousands of them to try to put together this game? I'm going to read these parental warnings. My friends here are going to try to figure out what movie these warnings are from. We're already 20 minutes past the hour, so I think it's time to start the show. And to do that, Josh, I'm going to go to you first. Would you like a movie with a pronoun in the title from 1974, 2011, or 2014?
74.
Thrilled about it.
Well, it's just
First movie of the night from 1974 for 5 points. Under the category of sex and nudity. A woman tells her husband that she wants to make love. A man makes a joke to a woman about having sex. Also, a young lady wears very low-cut jeans.
This feels like a giallo. This feels like a giallo. I'm just gonna. A lot of them have pronouns.
Start thinking about as many Italian pronouns as you can think of. Them. Wayne's got a guess. Anybody else? Wayne, what do you think this movie is?
You're muted.
You are muted, Wayne.
No.
Probably a couple years too late, but I'm going to say early rather, but I'm going to say I Am Curious Yellow.
Excellent guess. It is not I Am Curious Yellow.
God.
But Wayne coming in with the deep cuts. Let's try this for 4 points under violence and gore. Many bloody bodies are seen, some with their throats slashed. Many bloody bodies are seen, some with their throats slashed. Wayne, did you have another guess or your hand just still up?
Yeah.
I forgot to drop it,
Totally okay.
Well, it takes a while to get it up. It takes even longer to get it down.
For 3 points under violence and gore, a bloody cat's body is found. I'm sorry I said that, but it happens in this movie.
Fuck.
What the fuck? This should be right there.
Either Sammy, they're both so mad at themselves.
Either Sammy or I should have this.
Yeah, it does feel like this feels like it's yours to lose.
What the hell?
I don't know. Well, let's go to the next one for 2 points.
Wait.
Also under.
Wait.
Wait.
Okay. I'm taking a stat. I'm gonna fuck up this title.
All right, Sammy, go ahead.
But I already guessed giallo.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to say it's something like your heart is in a cage and only I have the key. Like I definitely like.
I think that is the name of that, but it's not.
It
that.
is. It is the name of that.
Yeah, that does sound correct.
Good job on that.
Okay, so it's not that. It's not that movie, but that's fine.
Wayne, I do have to read the next
I got
clue.
that right.
For 2 points under violence and gore, the baby is briefly seen with what appears to be intestines in its mouth.
Oh, shit.
Wayne's hand went down.
Oh, fuck.
Son of a
We got
bitch.
2 people jumping in real quick. I feel
Son
like
of a
this
bitch.
round's over. Nobody else. Sammy, what's this movie?
Is it? It's alive. It's not.
Josh, what do you think this movie is?
It's Michael Moriarty's It's Alive.
Okay.
There's only one thing wrong with the Davis baby. It's alive.
I actually used to be a huge fan of this movie, and I'm mad it took me this long.
One of my favorite taglines in any movie.
It is a great tagline.
It
is Michael Moriarty, right? He was in it.
I can't answer that.
It's a great movie.
Uh-huh.
And it's also, so I worked in a bookstore. Listen, it's been a while since you've had a Sammy tangent. Okay, I worked in a bookstore.
Uh-huh.
And we also rented DVDs in the bookstore. Okay, it was an independent bookstore, and I used to work nights, and like it was like, yeah, you can watch DVDs while you're here. Just like nothing R. And that movie is not R. So it was watched. And people came in and I had to pause it.
Wow. Yeah, I'm just learning that now. That would have also been an excellent choice for the PG rated movie
sure.
episode.
I will Google this.
No,
now.
I have already Googled it. You were correct.
Is it PG?
It is PG.
We are allowed to show PG movies to my students.
Well, there you go. You get something for the Christmas break.
Yeah, that's our holiday.
I watched that movie. I watched that and the Elephant Man. It was just like, hey kids, we're not going to the bookstore on Wednesday nights.
Just to wrap that up, final clue there under frightening and intense scenes, the mutant baby's appearance and the scenes where it attacks could be frightening to some viewers.
Michael Moriarty was in the third one. He was in
it's
Live 3.
Yeah. Right now, Josh is in the lead with 2 points. Sammie at 1, Marty at 0, Wayne at -1. Marty, would you like a movie?
Shouldn't I be at 0? Or no.
No, you only guessed wrong once, right?
Okay.
And that was a 2-point
forgot
clue.
what clue I guessed on.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
No, thanks for calling me out. Sometimes I'm wrong. Marty, would you like a movie from 1990, 2006, or 2013?
2006.
2006.
I feel like I know a pronoun movie that came out around then.
All right, from 2006, a very 2006 clue for 5 points under profanity. Viola calls Monique a, quote, biatch.
Ooh.
Remember when we said biatch? Marty has a guess. Anybody else? Marty, what do you think?
This is a shot in the dark, but is this them?
It is not them.
Shoot.
For 4 points under violence and gore, 2 boys, Duke and Justin, the main character's crush and ex-boyfriend, fight at a carnival. They're both shown to have bloody noses from punches.
2006.
Marty has another guess.
Listen,
Anybody else?
I'm wrong.
Sammie also has a guess. Nothing from Josh or Wayne?
No, not a fucking thing.
Sammie, what do you think?
I don't listen, I don't know what year this movie came out, and I can't even remember like what happens in it, but I know that She's All That is a movie, and I'm just gonna say that, and I'm wrong.
Marty, what do you think?
I think this is She's the Man.
Fuck!
She's a couple of things.
That's
she may be all that, but she's
no,
definitely
God
the
damn
man.
That's the fucking movie I was thinking
I cannot believe I didn't get it from Viola. That movie was a huge awakening
honestly,
for me.
listen, I said it wrong, and I don't get a point. But like,
no, because She's All That is also a movie.
I know.
Does
but
that
like,
also have Amanda Bynes?
No, that one is who is it? Right? Is it Rachel Lee Cook? I want to say.
But like,
and maybe Freddie Prinze Jr.
I had like both of them in my head, and that's the one I said, and it was the wrong call, and that's fine.
Also in She's the Man, under sex and nudity, Viola takes a shower in the men's locker room, but only her head is seen. Sex and nudity, shirtless men throughout. A girl pulls up her top to reveal she is female, but we don't see it. And violence and gore, a soccer ball hits Viola's crotch when she's in drag, and she must pretend that it hurts like it would for a boy.
Is that a remake of the 80s one?
I don't like a lot of those clues.
Just one of the guys.
No, those clues are pretty bad. As I assume this movie probably doesn't hold up on rewatch.
I fucking loved that movie in middle school. That was a huge awakening.
Probably holds up better than the 80s. Yep. She's 80s just one of the guys.
Marty is now in the lead at 3 points. Josh at 2, Sammie at 0, Wayne at -1. Sammie, would you like a movie from 1954, 2000, or 2014?
I'm gonna say 2000, and I'm gonna say, you know what? I think that a trans person getting the lowest score on this game,
you're on your fucking own,
and like working at it is the representation that we need. So like 2000 and let's be an agent of chaos.
All right.
Sometimes I try, and eventually, after trying, I'm like, you know what? Let's have fun.
This is what I love about this show, is we had this show with the spectrum being Sammie to Marty, and Josh and Wayne are just here. They're also on this episode.
As a trans person, I take pride in my work, Sammie. Across the scale.
Listen, we need to acknowledge the fuck ups too.
We already did.
This is the episode that draws the dividing line through the trans community.
Listen, some of us are exhausted and tired of being the ideal minority.
Yeah. Anyway, this movie's from 2000. For 5 points under frightening and intense scenes, though played for humor, some children might find the skewered and roasted gophers disturbing. Okay, Sammie, what do you think?
This is Caddyshack 2. We gonna kill some gophers.
I'd like to interject here.
Yes,
that was Caddyshack 3, not 2.
Josh, did you have a guess outside of Caddyshack 3?
No, I did not.
All right. I'm just going to take the point away from Sammie and move on. For 4 points under profanity, also, papist is also used once. Papist is a slur towards someone who is Roman Catholic.
No, it's not.
I can say that because I am no longer Roman and Catholic, and I hate them. For 4 points under profanity, one character gets baptized, and another character makes fun of him for his beliefs. He also makes light of an off-screen incident in which another character sells his soul to the devil.
I might have an actual answer later.
Anybody else have an actual answer either now or later?
Later.
All right, Sammie.
Like I legitimately might, like, this is starting to sound real. But
it's gettable.
But for now, this is time for you to go to church.
Unfortunately, not time for you to go to church.
All right.
For 2 points under violence and gore, a car hits a cow.
2000.
2000.
I picked this year.
You sure did.
I will ask again.
All right. Final clue for 1 point under sex and nudity.
Wait.
Okay.
I'm trying to think like. Oh wait.
Yeah,
sure. I'm trying to think like what's like. I'm trying to think like what's a pronoun
might be.
I'm trying to think like I still recovering from COVID. I don't know what a pronoun is, but is this dude? Where's my car?
Oh, I really thought you were in the right direction. It is not, dude, where's my car? Oh, I was so thrilled, and I'm
set
fire to everything.
Legitimately, that was a real guess.
I get it.
I'm so tired.
And yeah, those were some of the 5 W's, the who, what, where, when, why. All of them are like, sometimes they're pronouns, sometimes they're not pronouns. I'm like, I don't want to go through the effort of figuring it out.
That's fine.
Final clue for 1 point under sex and nudity. 3 women seduce the 3 male characters. There's suggestive touching, but nothing more. Just go through again.
Yep. Okay. Oh, wait. God, I can't touch the thing. This.
All right, you're the only one.
This is not. I don't remember. I never saw this movie. I know nothing about this movie. I do know it didn't come out in 2000. This is You, Me, and Dupree. I don't even know what that is.
From the directors of Infinity War and Endgame, it's not You, Me, and Dupree.
All right.
This movie. The reason I'm like trying to figure out what the pronoun might be, because it's a pronoun that's only used in this movie and not any of the others on the list. Oh, brother, where art thou? Brother, where art thou?
Yeah. I saw this movie in theaters.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time, you know, like John Goodman has one eye. He beats some people up.
Well, at the end of that round, everybody's the same except for Sammie, who's dropped to -4.
Mm-hmm. I'll go lower.
Wayne, it's up
coming
to
for
you.
Your pick.
Up to me, huh?
Would you like a movie from 1992, 2009, or 2014?
Well, let's go with that vintage year, 1992.
1992, when you were still a young man.
No, that's a song by Tower of Power.
This is a movie from 1992 for 5 points under sex and nudity. In 2 scenes at the water park where Nick works, Mandy and other girls are shown wearing skimpy bikinis. For 4 points under violence and gore, Diane smacks on the rival scientists when she finds out about his use of tranquilizer darts. Diane smacks.
Sounds so familiar.
Diane smacks one of the rival scientists when she finds out about his use of tranquilizer darts. Okay. All right. For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, Adam is electrified by a Hard Rock Cafe guitar. He begins to cry due to the electric shock he received. This can be unsettling for the youngest viewers.
All of this sounds so familiar.
We've all seen it. Wayne wrote it.
Right.
Speaking of, for 2 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, I'm so happy you said that. 2 of Wayne's rival scientists drink wine while plotting to get rid of Sterling and Selinsky. Sammie has a guess. Anybody else?
I don't.
Sammie does not have a guess.
You know what? Every time I am on this game and I've decided to be an agent of chaos and I then say, I'm coming for you, pick. Nothing else comes. It's like he curses me every time. It's like, no, you're not.
All right, final clue for 1 point under frightening and intense scenes. If any, a rather tame rampage of a giant baby Adam on Las Vegas Strip that causes many people to run away in comic fear, and a helicopter appears to threaten the Jolly Giant.
Oh, come on.
We got 2 people who definitely know it and 2 people who looks like no idea. Josh, what is this movie?
Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
Sammie?
I was going to say Honey, I Blew Up the Baby, but it is Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
It sure is. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
Surprisingly decent entry into that. Surprisingly decent entry in the film series.
Listen, I
would say
me and my
maybe
brother
the best
were
sequel.
very disappointed that it was the kid got bigger.
It's the only sequel to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids that doesn't feature a future member of a sex cult, so that's fun.
What, the sex cult?
Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves has Allison Mack in it.
Wow.
And also Mila Kunis. And also like real weird former Little Rascal turned hard right-wing conservative Bug Hall. Never trust a guy named Bug. Anyway, that's Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves, not this movie. We have a two-way tie in first place. Josh and Marty at 3. Wayne at -1. Sammie at -3. Josh, we're back up to you. Would you like a movie?
That I gained a point.
Josh, would you like a movie from 1992, 1997, or 2005? No, not 2015. I know that matters to you.
It does. What was the oldest
92,
one?
97, or 15?
Let's go with 92. Do back-to-backs.
92. All right. This movie came out the same year as Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. For 5 points under sex and nudity. A woman kisses a man while both knees are on a bed. It's very clear that this unmarried couple have sexual relationships. Nothing is shown except for kissing.
Oh, no idea.
All right, Sammie.
This is the 1992. Don't laugh. This could be a real guess.
No, it couldn't.
Prove me wrong.
It isn't, but it could have been. This is the 1992 classic. I am not your husband. You are not my wife. This is not a real guess. And I don't feel bad about it.
I mean, that would have been a great title to use. So many
Would have been amazing. It was just the first 2 lines of her title. Just the first 2 lines of the title, and she just kept going.
I think with all of those words, I don't think you got a single word in the title. No, that's not. I'm saying too much. For 4 points under violence and gore, a man randomly shoots a gun into the air, into the woods to scare off noisy wildlife. Nobody is hurt, although a screech owl is comically prompted to move away from the door where the shooting came from.
I'm like,
Sammie, did you still have a guess, or is your hand?
I might have another guess.
All right, well, Sammie, what do you think this movie is?
Yeah, and again, I'm like, I'm so tired. None of these are pronouns unless they are. And actually, you know what? No, the Great Outdoors did not come out in 1992, but I'm gonna say it. Okay, listen, those raccoons.
You don't have to say anything, but I'll still take away the point. Wayne, what do you think this movie is? Sorry to spoil that.
I'm gonna say this is that Joe Pesci classic, My Cousin Vinny.
This is My Cousin Vinny.
And I love that fucking movie.
Yeah.
Give Wayne an inch and he takes the world from you.
I forgot my is a pronoun. I forgot my is a pronoun.
Also in My Cousin Vinny, under frightening and intense scenes, a light flashes, implying a person being fried in the electric chair. Frightening and intense scenes. Some may find the scene where they show the dead store clerk alarming.
Yeah.
And violence and gore. The movie concerns 2 young men being tried for murder and the ensuing court case.
This right here is why we need to teach kids pronouns.
Exactly.
Okay, like if you don't care about respecting trans people, like, I mean, fuck you, but also like all of these words are pronouns. It's how we talk.
This is basically an educational episode.
You wouldn't be mad at respecting someone.
The other thing is, I just realized we gotta stop picking years that Wayne can actually still remember.
Where are we? 3-way tie in first place. Josh, Marty, and Wayne all at 3 points. Sammie's at -5.
I'd just like to say, speak to me, St. Jude.
This is the problem. You both have St. Jude's. Now it's just going to cancel it out.
St. Jude. I have Michael. And
Lucky
I have
Charms.
the Holy Spirit.
Listen, I have COVID. The luckiest thing you can have.
Everybody had that for a while.
I did until now.
Sammie, would you like a movie from 1988, 2005, or 2019?
Was that 2005? Let's
It
do
was.
2005.
Okay. From
See, my strategy is to
2005.
pick a year that no one else will know the movie from either, so it's fine.
Yeah, so far the early 2000s hasn't worked out that great. Let's see how this one goes.
For anyone, Sammie, for anyone. It hasn't worked out great for anyone.
2005 for 5 points under violence and gore. Guns are shown and shot, although not at people. People are threatened with guns. Marty has a guess.
2005. That's a year.
All right, Marty.
I'm gonna guess them again.
You're just going to keep guessing them. It is not them.
Every time that we're in that year range.
For 4 points under sex and nudity, there is a somewhat lengthy, albeit non-explicit scene of sexual activity. Although we only see the actors' backs and an obvious thrusting movement, no nudity is shown. A woman climbs on top of a man and expresses sexual interest in him.
That's the least sexy thing I've ever heard about sex.
I'm about to say, what's the least sexy way you can describe that?
I mean, just take your pick of any of the sex warnings.
Jesus, that turned me off for months.
For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, Naylor is briefly threatened with a gun. Naylor. Naylor. My accent doesn't want to say it correctly, whatever correctly is.
Naylor. Not just
All right,
Naylor.
Sammie.
This is she gonna shoot you?
I mean, Sammie, go back, rewatch this episode and make a list. You have like 10 pitches so far.
Yeah, this is she. Honestly, I'm gonna be up so late tonight writing She Gonna Shoot You.
Your best one so far, though, was She's Gotta Have It. That was a great title.
For 2 points under frightening and intense scenes, he is later kidnapped and covered in nicotine patches and almost dies. Sammie might know it. Does anybody else?
Yeah.
Who? What was? Can you repeat the first part of that clue?
He is later kidnapped and covered in nicotine patches and almost dies.
Go ahead.
Okay, Sammie.
What a way to get back to not positives but low negatives. This is Thank You for Smoking.
This is Thank You for Smoking.
You never know. Sometimes I'll make a comeback. You know what? I think I'm gonna make a comeback tonight.
I think so. It's still anybody's game.
Yeah.
Don't make me take over Agent of Chaos.
Last clue under alcohol, drugs, and smoking. The entire movie revolves around smoking and cigarettes. Characters are seen drinking, though not smoking, surprisingly, heavily in the film.
And he's not here. Someone needs to be an Agent of Chaos.
Josh and Wayne tied at 3 points each. You hate to see it. Marty at 2, Sammie at -4.
Why?
Nick, are you being ageist?
I'm not being ageist.
Yeah, Nick.
No, that was me earlier with that comment I made about memory.
Also, I'm realizing I skipped over Marty with the year picking. So I'm gonna go back to Marty now.
What if he gave me a point in exchange?
I wish I could do
I'll pick a year
the
again.
best I can do is pick a year. Marty, would you like a movie from 1988, 2010, or 2014?
2010.
2010. Yay.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
All right. From 2010 for 5 points, under frightening and intense scenes. Mugging/murder in the beginning is intense. Murder is left unresolved.
What is that, the caveman detective? Murder is left unresolved.
For 4 points, under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, characters drink wine socially at dinner. In one scene, Allie, age 21, despite misleading Tyler earlier in the film by saying that she's 19, attends a party with Tyler and Aiden and is shown vomiting afterwards because of her drunkenness. Tyler then mentions that she had too many Jell-O shots.
Why are they just writing the plot of the film?
Yeah.
For 3 points, under violence and gore, in one scene, Allie's father confronts Tyler and almost strangles him.
Huh.
For 2 points, under frightening and intense scenes, confrontation between Tyler and his father in the boardroom contains dramatic tension.
What year is this?
2010.
Yeah.
This is so many details that I feel like would be really helpful in anyone else's hands.
This was one that I wasn't sure if anybody was going to get, but I had to include because A, there's a pronoun in the title, and B, this 1 point clue under frightening and intense scenes. You either know it or you don't.
Okay.
And I will be spoiling this movie. At the end of the film, the camera zooms out to reveal Robert Pattinson's character is inside the World Trade Center moments before and during the September 11th terrorist attack.
Huh.
Yeah, nobody's seen
That's
this
the
movie.
weirdest Twilight movie.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
Freaking Dawn.
I wasn't sure if anybody will have seen this or will have heard it. But
I think I know what this is. I can't remember what it's called, but I think I know what this is.
You know what's bad is I almost want to give it to you and I can't. This movie is called Remember Me.
Oh, it is.
Remember Me. It is a movie that at no point throughout the movie indicates that it's set in the past. The whole movie happens, and the final shot of the movie is Robert Pattinson sitting in an office building, and it zooms up to the camera, and it says September 11th, and it zooms out to show you that he's sitting in the World Trade Center, and then the movie ends.
Oh, boy.
So that was just for me. Wasn't sure if anybody was going to get it, but I needed to talk about Remember Me, and what better time than on the pronoun episode.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm putting that on my list.
It's just it's sadness porn. The whole movie is just sadness porn, and they're like, well, how do we escalate? Oh, I know.
Sadly, I'm kind of a sucker for sadness porn. If I need to like cry or something like that, I'll put on any kind of sadness porn.
Well, nobody got anything in that. That's fine.
I'm gonna go pee.
You're gonna go pee. Really wish you went pee when I spent the last 5 minutes describing the plot of Remember Me. But no, right before we start a new round, that's when Sammie heads out of here.
I needed to know.
Nick learning in real time what it's like to work with children.
I've been doing this show for 1.5 years. I understand what it's like working with children at this point.
That's fair.
You've been on some of the episodes, Marty, where you're never the problem, but you've certainly witnessed the problems.
And I'm not achieving my goals. I would like to be the problem, but my problem is I want to win. And my desire to win outweighs my desire to be the problem.
I get it. You know what? Let's pick the year. Well, Sammie's gone and Marty's gone. It's just the three of us now.
Hey, nice.
Wayne, would you like a movie from 1980, 1990, or 2010?
Let's see. In 1980, I was in the backwater of the world, Fort Polk, Louisiana, and didn't even see a movie because they didn't have such things out there. All they had were alligators and red-cockaded woodpeckers. So let's go with 1990.
Okay.
Just because.
That's a good enough reason for me.
Because of the wonderful year it was?
Yeah.
Well, now we have that movie lined up. We've got a Sammie. We might have a Marty. I'm going to trust that Marty's just hanging around.
Yeah.
This movie's from 1990 for 5 points under sex and nudity. There is no nudity in any form in this film. The closest we see is low-cut blouses with cleavage. In a dance scene, one of the girl's skirts swishes around and the camera focuses on her clothed bottom. She has full coverage dance undies on. Some sexual innuendos in certain comments. All right, for 4 points under profanity, Nicky the Fish exclaims, "Bastards."
Okay. God damn it.
Okay. For 3 points under violence.
1990, right?
1990.
Okay.
Violence and gore. Turtle is dropped into a sink disposal and is shredded into 209,920 pieces. I don't think that's true. But close.
Is
a
that
turtle,
like narratively true?
Turtle is dropped into a sink disposal and is shredded into 209,920 pieces.
Did this person on IMDb like come up with this number, or was there like a September 11th, 2011 style subtitle saying how many pieces this turtle was shredded into?
My question is, did the person who wrote this IMDb actually write the film?
For 2 points under profanity, Rick Moranis says, quote, "I want to stake out a real son of a bitch."
God, fuck, what is it? I know what this is.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, it's the fucking,
Christ.
All right, everybody knows what it is, but we're going to read the 1 point clue anyway.
Nice.
Under profanity, when Steve Martin is greeting in the frozen food section of the supermarket, he responds with the F word. We got Nicky the Fish, we got Rick Moranis, we got Steve Martin, and a turtle in 200,000 pieces.
God,
Nobody?
Wait. Steve Martin, right?
Steve Martin.
Oh, where is it?
Is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
I'm giving you so much information.
Is it My Blue Heaven?
That's the movie. This is My Blue Heaven.
Yeah.
A movie that I wish I could see with Ray Liotta instead of Steve Martin.
Yeah, it was a good movie though.
It's real fun, except for Steve Martin playing an SNL character.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
But I love the fact that also Wayne's just gone from the room completely. I feel like we need to acknowledge that. I don't know what happened to Wayne. But yeah, what I love about this is Nancy Meyers wrote this movie while her husband was writing Goodfellas, and they both based it off of Henry Hill.
It's awesome. I love that.
And they both came out in 1990.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Well, Josh, you're in the lead with 4. Wayne, who may or may not still be part of the game, has 3. Marty has 2. Sammie has -4. I'm gonna I'm gonna wait for Wayne to come back, but while we do that, I believe Josh, we're gonna go to you.
Yep.
Josh, would you like a movie from real wild range here? 1954, 2000, no, where are we? 1994, 2011, or 2013?
94?
54. I'm all over the place. 54, 2011, 2013.
Go with 54.
Nice.
Yeah, let's go 54.
All right. 54. I should check on Wayne. I should make sure Wayne's okay.
Yeah.
That's what I am going to do right now. Talk amongst yourselves. We're having a real loose game today, I think.
Good.
Hey. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Seems like St. Jude couldn't help him.
Yes, St. Jude just really took out Wayne's knees. Guess
will do that to you.
Guess the one with the cross hanging above them is the more religious of the two.
I hate that it's in frame every time I play this game because it is one of two religious things that I have in my house, and the other one is directly in front of me. And it is an angel made out of peat moss.
Also, hey Scoot in the comments, just commenting. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Wayne. I'm afraid to go.
Sammie isn't.
What? I mean, no, I'm tired.
Nick said, I'm afraid to go. And I said, Sammie isn't.
It was a pee joke.
Oh, okay. I'm tired. I thought it was I thought it was referencing my incredible comfort with the concept of death.
Is
We're
that
all
too?
about ready to go at this point.
Yeah.
I don't plan on dying.
If it happens, it happens.
I love it for other people, but I don't plan on dying personally.
Yeah, there are a few people that I'm like, well, I don't want to cut the line.
This conversation got dark.
That's what happens when we miss an old man.
Yeah, true. Very true.
All of a sudden, now we're all thinking about our own mortality.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I really hope he's okay. I'm going to have to delete this episode from the internet if something happened.
So it's our chance to say everything bad we've ever wanted. No, it's not.
There is a place in St. Paul that sells saints medals, and I keep trying to get a Saint Sebastian medal because I want to resurrect the cult of Saint Sebastian, which was a Catholic cult in the 17th and 18th century that was exclusively made of gay people.
It's Wayne.
You summoned Wayne with Saint Sebastian.
Works, man. I want to resurrect this cult.
Yeah, I'm in. This is the first time
I
hearing
am so in.
Hey, Wayne, welcome back.
Fun fact, it helps if you have the power cord plugged into the wall.
You know what would have been great if when Gwen jumped on, we all went, hey Wayne. So what we talking about today's show? So what's going on? Just restart the entire thing on him.
Well, we've got everything cleared up now. So, Wayne, we're doing a movie from 1954.
Ooh.
Also, this is
That's still younger than I am.
We got 4 movies left, one more for each of you. All of that, I didn't say that. We got 20 points on the board. Josh already has a guess. I'm going to read this first clue. 1954, under frightening and intense scenes. Scary sounds in the wind are heard throughout the first half of the movie, may frighten smaller children.
No, that's not the year.
Nobody? Marty, Wayne, nothing? All right, Josh, what do you think this movie is?
This is them.
It's Wayne's favorite movie.
Yep.
I waited so long for him to get back and not get it. This is them.
It absolutely is.
Hate it
them.
when that happens.
It's absolutely them.
What a build-up. What a crushing disappointment. Wayne, if you want to log off again, can you believe you plugged your computer in for this? Sammie, why are you raising your hand? Marty, why are you raising your hand? Children, settle down. Also in them, under sex and nudity, would probably be PG, creature action in peril. Don't know what that has to do with sex and nudity.
Well, they're talking what kind of action the creatures are doing, Kevin.
Frightening and intense scenes. The central premise of the first part of the movie is that a young girl's parents have been dragged away and presumably killed by a mysterious, unseen, and powerful monster. It is strongly implied that this happened while she was watching, with her law enforcement father shooting at the monster to no effect. She is shown to be severely traumatized. This may seriously unnerve young children who are old enough to follow the basic plot. Violence and gore. You see a couple of people get picked up by the creatures and shaken and stabbed by sharp pinchers. And frightening and intense scenes. A character uses a flamethrower to drive off giant ants in an effort to save 2 children. 3 movies remain. Josh has catapulted up to first place at 9 points. Wayne at 3, Marty at 2, Sammie at -4. But there's still 15 points on the board, which means you're all still in it for now.
Yeah.
Marty, not going to skip over you this time.
Excellent.
Would you like a movie from 1993, 2009, or 2014?
Like none of them, but 2009.
Okay. 2009 for 5 points. Under violence and gore, there's a food fight. No one is actually hurt.
What year is this?
2009. For 4 points, under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, some underage drinking. A teen girl gets drunk at a party and makes out with a random guy before throwing up. Later, a teen is arrested after being caught with a drink in public. One character, not a teen, does a keg stand. A mother hides her smoking from her daughter. A father drinks beer while watching sports and lets his teen daughter take a big sip. A mother mistakes a marijuana bong for a vase. And that is all the alcohol, drugs, and smoking in that movie.
So much happens in this. Like, that should have been enough for one of us.
I've definitely seen this, and I saw it in 2009.
That was all the alcohol from that, and like three other movies beside it.
For 3
I was
points.
going to say, didn't you already read this clue?
For 3 points under sex and nudity.
These pronoun movies love their drunks.
Nudity. In a scene at a girl's locker, she opens up the locker door to see 2 naked Barbie dolls, revealing their plastic breasts. They look like they're hugging, but it could be interpreted as sexual.
You ended that so weirdly. You could be determined as sexual.
No, it's just 2 naked Barbies hugging each other. They're probably great friends.
I had that conversation many times as a child.
Dude, listen, she's just my best friend.
Of course. I had a Barbie that I cut all the hair off of and called it Kevin, and I thought that was normal. It was a true story about me, a trans child.
I just burned my toys.
I mean, we're not going to get to this movie because we've already passed it twice. But at this point, I do feel like we need to talk about Kevin. Anyway, this movie, under sex and nudity, the women on the derby team wear revealing outfits.
Oh.
Marty's hand shot up. Sammie knows it. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Sammie, what do you think?
This is Whip It.
Marty?
This is Whip It.
This is Whip It.
Whip It good.
I'm still not in positives, but I'm coming.
Also, in final clue under violence and gore, roller derby is very aggressive, and the film showcases plenty of bruising, bone-crunching action. Characters are elbowed, kicked, and pushed around, and they sometimes end up bloodied. There's also some outright fighting, and trash talk is a common occurrence on the track. 2 movies remain. Josh at 9, Marty up to 4, Wayne at 3, Sammie at -2. Still a chance to get back into the positives. Sammie?
Yeah.
Would you like a movie from 1988, 1997, or 2050? 1988 it is.
Like.
All right, penultimate movie from 1988. And this is one of the worst clues I've ever given.
All right.
But there were only 5 things in this movie, and I wanted to include it. So you're going to have to help me out because they start out the swear words in this movie.
Okay.
For 5 points under profanity, a man says M star 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 K, B star TT, F star RT, and capital BIR star star D star Y, which I think can only be birthday.
I mean, listen, I know what year a Pronoun movie came out. I'm just gonna say it.
We got two but hands up. Anybody else? Josh, what do you think this movie is?
I don't think I'm right because I don't think there's only 5 of them. Because there's only 5 clues, but They Live.
Sammie, what do you think?
I'm also saying They Live. If it's not, like, fuck you for saying 1988.
I mean, fuck you for picking 1988, assuming it's going to be a movie I've already used. It's not They Live.
Well, fine. What is it then?
It's the Pronoun movie.
It is. This one also has a pronoun.
Type it to me in a private message.
For 4 points under violence and gore, at the end of the movie, there is a massive gunfight, resulting in a gigantic explosion, killing the main character.
Shit.
For 3 points under violence and gore, Eric gets accidentally shot by the police, but the scene was cut from the finished film, although it's still present on the Japanese Laserdisc.
That Japanese Laserdisc clears it right up.
All right, for 2 points, strap in under frightening and intense scenes. A boy in a wheelchair rolls down a hill, falls off a cliff, and lands in a lake. He appears to be okay afterwards, but it could still frighten some viewers.
God damn it!
There is also an eerie build-up to the boy rolling nearer to the brow of the hill. It was the whistling that intrigued him, leading to the loss of control when he started to lean forward and gravity took over.
God, I know what this is and I'm mad.
He had 2 hands up. Marty, what do you think?
Can you repeat the last clue real quick? Sorry.
A boy in a wheelchair.
Or not the wheelchair one before.
Oh, Eric gets accidentally shot by the police, but the scene was cut from the finished film.
Never mind.
All right, Josh.
This is Paul Rudd's favorite movie, Mac and Me.
Fucking it. Yeah, it is. Yeah,
God damn it.
It absolutely is. It absolutely is. I'm so...
As you can see,
I couldn't remember what it was called. I was like, it's like...
It's Mac and Me because of McDonald's. I've never seen the full thing. I've seen most of the Mystery Science Theater 3000 of it. And even that was a lot.
I saw it in VHS.
I'm not getting the positives. This next movie is going to be wild.
And final clue under frightening and intense scenes, the appearance of the titular alien and his family may frighten young children on their first viewing.
It's funny how much the first three clues did not bring me to Mac and Me. It was just like,
no. In fairness, the 4 and 3 point clue are the same scene. Originally, the little kid was shot by the police at the end, but they cut it out of the American release and had him die in an explosion. And either way, Mac brings him back to life with like coke and whistling. One movie remains, and
Mac was a fucked up alien.
I have to say we're doing this one just for fun, so I'll read the scores after we get done with this. Wayne, you get to pick the last movie. What do we have left here? Would you like a movie from 1993, 1997, or 2015?
Oh, let's go big and hard and difficult and go with something from 2015.
2015. Wayne, knowing that he's out of the game, picks 2015. All right, final movie of the night from 2015 for 5 points under sex and nudity. Strong, crude innuendo throughout. References to sucking titties, having a boner, and tons more. For 4 points under profanity, mild PG-13 profanity you'd expect, including one fuck. The main character talks about masturbation a few times in a humorous tone, several shit, ass, and titties. I made myself say titties twice in this movie.
I'm too tired. I'm too tired. It's just...
I appreciate you sticking through it, Sammie. For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, despite the narrator's constant affirmations that Rachel doesn't die throughout the film, she passes away due to her sickness. This may upset viewers if they aren't expecting.
Oh, I remember this fucking movie.
Do you want to say what the movie is, Sam?
I don't remember what it's called, but I remember the whole. Oh, I know. I told you she was gonna be fine, but sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. I was just like, what? I don't remember what the fuck it's called, but I know this goddamn movie.
All right. Well, for 2 points, let's see if this helps anybody, including Sammie. It might. Earl trades with an immoral kid at school in exchange for a bag of cookies, which appear to be harmless chocolate chip. As it turns out, the immoral kid has laced them with some form of drug. Greg and Earl, after eating the cookies, hallucinate stuffed animals floating around on screen. Nothing. Last clue for 1 point under violence and gore. Earl confronts Greg for his selfish treatment of Rachel, the girl dying from cancer. He throws a mild punch. A brief fight in a school also features mild punches, all in a comedic fashion.
Yeah, it sounds really funny.
Earl confronts Greg for his selfish treatment of Rachel, the girl dying from cancer. Nothing. I mean, if I can give you almost the whole title and you're still not getting it, I guess that's the end of the game. This movie is called Me and Earl and the Dying Girl.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't know it.
Yeah,
it's a pretty good movie, but a real gut punch, and I'm sorry I ruined it for everybody.
It's the entire time, like, and the kid's gonna, and remember, the kid, nothing bad happens to the kid.
It's a movie, she's not gonna die.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's like, fuck you!
Well, we ended on a real good spot. And I'm glad I didn't read the scores in the last round because they have stayed completely the same. That was me, Earl and the Dying Girl. This was Inappropriate Movie Database. Our final scores tonight: Sammie at -3, Wayne at 3, Marty at 4. But our winner tonight, I'm as disappointed as you are. Josh Poirier with 10 points.
I'm pretty disappointed too. I know my mom's disappointed in me completely. I know that for a fact. I don't know
double digits, Josh. Double digits.
Double digits. Just to go through, because we got a couple more. Just the movies we didn't get to, if any of you know these. Like I said, we didn't get to We Need to Talk About Kevin.
Yep.
Didn't get to What We Do in the Shadows. Didn't get to We're the Millers. Didn't get to How to Train Your Dragon 2 or How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. We didn't get to It Follows. We didn't get to Look Who's Talking Now. Didn't get to Sorry to Bother You. Didn't get to I Know What You Did Last Summer or I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Didn't get to The Fault in Our Stars. Didn't get to Let Me In.
That's what I thought the other one was.
Didn't get to Any Which Way You Can. And didn't get to My Stepmother is an Alien.
Nice.
Did we get to Any Which Way But Loose? No, that's not a pronoun.
No.
That's right. Sorry.
Thank you all for doing this. I had fun. I hope this wasn't too torturous.
No, it was good.
Before we go, if there's anything you want to promote, anywhere you want to be found, or any last words, Wayne, I'll start with you. Anything you want to tell people about?
I'm just upset that one of the movies you did not include was My Dinner with Andre.
It doesn't even have a parental guide.
It doesn't?
No, I looked multiple times. I really wanted to include My Dinner with Andre.
Because
one of the few like popular movies that doesn't have a single parental warning.
Amazing.
Anything else you want to say?
I want to say thank you for having me on. Thanks, St. Jude, for getting me to the positive side of the world. And I guess the Holy Spirit candle has a little more power than St. Jude after all.
Well, Wayne, I'm so glad you came back. I look forward to seeing you in another 130 episodes.
I'll try to make it sooner if I can, Nick.
Marty, anything you want to tell people about?
You can find me baking things at madeby.marty on Instagram. I am in the Twin Cities. I'm in the market for friends because it's the winter and I'm gonna get sad. I am trying to resurrect the cult of Saint Sebastian in the Twin Cities.
Oh yeah.
Well known for its Catholic community and not its Lutheran one. But yeah, if you want to be friends or be in like a super cool, not chill at all cult, come find me.
Amazing. Sammie, I know you got some stuff to promote.
Yeah. Okay. So, you can find me on all social media at Sammie James, and I run a monthly show called The Waiting Room. It's Saturday, and if you like comedy, you're gonna go to it. Okay.
You might not laugh, but you're gonna go to it.
Like Josh and Nick are both going to be there, but don't let that stop you. Okay?
It's already stopped me from showing up.
I know what I'm going to talk about, and there are a couple of jokes in there.
Yeah.
I'll be watching.
Awesome.
Yeah, but it's a health and body themed stand-up and storytelling show. And like besides Josh and Nick, who are delightful. Okay.
We got delightful this time.
We got JD Stevens co-hosts it with me. You've seen JD on this show. Really just the real agent of chaos. Just like I aspire to. Okay. We both bow down to Josh Pick, but like I also aspire to JD. I will wrap this up. Amma Marfo has been on this show. She's wonderful. And then we got Elsa Eli Waif, a destroyer in the New York scene. We got Kai, a fantastic comic from LA. And we got the wonderful Dina Hashem, who like I love all of these people. They're all so good. And it's gonna be a good time, and like you get to hear me talk about having had COVID. Okay.
Oh yeah, did you get COVID to prepare for the show?
Oh, absolutely. It was. I ran out of just like mental. I ran out of just depression and IBS and neurological disorder material. I'm just like, I need something else. I need something else to write about. And a friend of mine said, like, hey, don't come over, I have COVID. I'm just like, so that's what happened.
Awesome. Yeah, go to that show on Saturday night. Finally, our winner, Josh Poirier, who I feel like you've been sniped, but do you have anything you want to promote?
I'm on some show this Saturday. I don't know what the fuck it's about. I don't know. I got asked to be on it, so I got to be on it. No, I'll be on the Sammie show on 17th on Saturday, which I'm really looking forward to. Cracking on an old story that I actually told on stage at Risk. So this should be fun. Talking about some of my older times. Besides that, I mean, Interesting Points is coming back next year.
Yeah.
Which is coming back sooner than you think. Maybe later than you think, but it's definitely coming back at the beginning of next year. And I guess say one thing, Wayne, you got your Saint. What's it? The necklace is a.
Say again?
Saint Sebastian, Saint Jude.
St. Jude.
St. Jude, and you got the holy candle. Yeah, I won.
Famously featured in Jennifer's body.
Well, that's what I get for. That's what I get for not being Catholic and hoping for a Catholic.
This is what happens when you accidentally step on the lucky cricket that lives in your bathroom. Okay.
I just figured that if we're gonna do a pronoun episode, the Catholics have to go down.
Yeah, but I mean, this is my God, Lucky Charms, Lucky Leprechaun.
Once again, thank you so much to my guests,
Charms.
Josh Poirier, Marty Viscosi, Sammie James, Wayne Mastin. I'm Nick Martucci. You can find me on all social media at Blundering Idiom. Find the show on Facebook, search Inappropriate Movie Database, or click the link in the description of this video. Twitter and Instagram at IMDb Game. We do this show 2 times a week. Not this week, though. Usually Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern, Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on the channel you're watching. I'm taking Thursday off. This Monday, we'll be back on the 19th for movies set in the 19th century. You thought this one was a struggle to get through. Wait for that one.
Am I on that?
I don't know, Sammie.
I am.
You ask me at the end of every episode.
If
you're not keeping track, I'm not keeping track.
There's going to be a lot of westerns coming up in that round.
What was that?
There are going to be a lot of westerns, movies set in the 19th century.
There might be a western or two. You'll have to tune in on Monday to see Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications, find out when that's playing, all social media, all that stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night, everybody.
Lucky Charms.